Well, welcome to 6 Minutes to Financial Clarity. Today's lesson, women in financial transition. What is a woman in financial transition? You could have a new job, or you lost your job. You could be recently retired, divorced. You may have remarried. Unfortunately, you may be widowed, or you may have just recently received an inheritance. So there's been some surveys from Wall Street firms and insurance companies. And what do they have to say about women? Well, they're more worried than men about a comfortable retirement. And women are more realistic than men about finances and the inherent risk and how the money's invested. And marital status makes a huge difference because 90% of recently widowed or divorced women fired their husband's advisor. And why was that? It's because men and women look at money differently. And most of the men's advisors are men who have a higher risk tolerance themselves and a gambling mentality. A much higher percentage of single women greater than 65 years old are not financially secure. And women who become widows experience a significant reduction in their annual earnings. But that's not true for men when they lose their wives. And that's why women, you have to make sure that you have proper life insurance and estate planning done to make up that gap if your husband predeceases you. So let's look at some concepts about your money and how to be safe. There are some key concerns for retirement money. You have to have safety, no risk of principal. This is money you cannot afford to lose. Next, we have to have reasonable growth, but without risk. And we need to lock in any future gains from any stock market losses at times we can't afford it. And you've got to have the liquidity that brings the flexibility you need when emergency money is needed. As many of us found out over the last 5 years, cash is king and flexibility is absolutely necessity. Well, what provides a risk-free safe solution? Well, certainly CDs that are FDIC insured, or money markets, or bonds if they're spread out in a bond mutual fund to spread out the risk, and fixed or fixed index annuities that have a guarantee of principal that cannot lose in any market fluctuations. What doesn't? Well, stocks or stock mutual funds. We know that bonds, since they're corporate IOUs, can sometimes become worthless. And variable annuities, where the underlying cash account is in risk in the stock market, is not a safe place to be. You have to know your options, because there's some basic financial truths that are always left out of the discussion about being safe with your retirement. Because you insure your car, don't you? And your home, and your health, and your life against potential losses? Well, wouldn't it be a smart idea to insure your retirement money to make certain it'll all be there when you need it? Because the simple truth is that losses will hurt you more than gains will help you. Let's do the math. If your monies lose 20%, do you realize you need a 25% gain to get back to even? Not 20, 25. If you have a 40% loss, you need 67% gain. And if you lose 50%, you need a 100% gain to get back to even. And that's very tough to accomplish, as most of you have realized over the last 5 years in your stock portfolios. Because the sad fact is that twice in the last decade, the stock market has suffered a 50% loss. Twice. In 2000 to 2002 and in 2008 and 9. And this is why many of you, even though the stock markets have recently come back strong, they're still not back to the levels they were prior to 2009. And your money is not equal to what you had before that time. And during these uncertain financial economic times, are you willing to gamble with your retirement dreams? So what are the desired results from any financial education program? Well, certainly basic knowledge about what you're invested in and how it works is of paramount importance. You need to gain understanding that will bring forth clarity. You need to regain control of your financial destiny. And you need to attain your desired retirement dreams. And never forget, the reason for working all these years is to have enough money to have peace of mind to enjoy your retirement lifestyle you've always dreamed about. So here's some important questions you need to ask yourself. What are my retirement dreams? When's that going to start? Most importantly, is my money safe? So in conclusion, you have a problem that needs to be solved. You need to create a personalized, safe money retirement plan. Because again, this is money you can't afford to lose. The solution is finding an advisor who has the experience and the track record to implement this safe money plan for your financial future. So where do you find such an advisor? Well, if your current advisor or custodian has kept your money safe during the last 10 years and you're on track to enjoy your retirement dreams, then congratulations. You found an advisor worth keeping. But if that's not the case, then you need to find a safe money advisor now. And you need to stop worrying about your money and start enjoying your desired retirement dreams, because you're worth it and you don't need the stress. Well, thank you for your time, and I hope you enjoyed this 6 minutes to financial clarity.